still wanting to jump on the call, but I don't want to take any more of your guys' time. So let me see if there's anyone on here I don't recognize. Thank you guys so much for being on our team call tonight. I'm super excited about tonight's call specifically because Tammy's going to share with us a little bit more about her story and her experience. And she's only been doing this for 2 months now, Tammy? 3 months?
This is my 9th week, I think.
Okay. So
we finished 8 weeks, yeah.
It's so crazy to me still with how awesome that you're doing. That's so cool. So, okay, so 9 weeks, so 2 months. And you're killing it in the business side of things, but obviously the only reason that we do this is to help people. And that when your business is exploding, that means that you're helping a ton of people. So I'm really excited for her. Before we get started, I just wanted to give everyone a chance. Does anyone have any questions? First of all, do we have anyone on the call tonight who's not actually on our team yet? We're all team people. I don't recognize the numbers. Okay, cool. So does anyone have any questions? Anything come up this last week or two that you have questions about regarding anything, whether it's the workouts or meal plan or Shakeology? Okay, cool. If they come up, you guys can always just message us in the chat box. And any victories? I know we just finished the Health Bet Challenge. Any of you finished the Health Bet Challenge with us?
I did.
Woohoo!
I did.
Awesome. Is that you, Christy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that was really cool. That was the first time that I used the health tracker, my challenge tracker app. And I'd love to get your guys' feedback too on our Facebook page on whether you like that or not. I think it's awesome for people who don't have social media because it's a way to check in and have accountability. And I just want to so again, if you have some feedback to leave, whether you liked it or you didn't like it, put it on our Facebook page. The one thing that I noticed that was really different was I think in our Facebook group, we have more personal interaction, and that was kind of hard to kind of keep up with everyone's posts and comment and kind of like have more relationship, I feel like, in the challenge tracker app. So I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but that was one of my experiences that I felt with it. And I know they're always trying to improve it. So that is that. I'm super excited to hear what the final total is with how much we each will get for qualifying and participating in that. And for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, Beachbody had a health bet challenge, and for 4 weeks we had to have a challenge group going using the My Challenge Tracker app. And within those 4 consecutive weeks, we had each person who wanted to participate had to log at least 3 workouts and at least 5 Shakeology drinks with a picture each week. And if you did that, Beachbody was paying you out of $1 million pot. And they put up $1 million, and then for every challenge pack that was sold in August, I want to say July or August, they added $5, and it ended up being, I believe, right about $2 million. So for every person who participated, it's going to be, and qualified, it's going to be divided evenly between all those people. So that's a ton of money, you guys. Like $1 million is $100,000 a month for 10 months. That's an insane amount of money. I can't even imagine. So very cool, and I'm super excited for our team because there's a lot of people who qualified and participated, and I thought that's one of the things I love about this company is they're always giving back. I get a free gift from them almost every month, actually every month since I started for the last 6 months, and that's so cool. And I don't know if you guys are following my coach, Elizabeth Hartkey, on Facebook, but if you are, you'll see. So she just qualified as a superstar coach, which is the highest rank that you can get in the company, which is 15-star diamond, meaning that she has 15 diamond coaches under her, and our team is one of them. And she was so spoiled, taken to one of the I forget what it's called, most high-ranked spa saunas in the country. It's Terra something, and it's in LA. And Bree, you might know what I'm talking about. I cannot remember the name of it. But anyways, they took all the new superstar coaches there, and it was in like Laguna Niguel area, just this incredible resort that they paid for the family to fly out first class. She got a piece of Tiffany's jewelry delivered to her door, like crazy. Like this company just gives and gives, and I think it's so cool. So anyways, I just wanted to add that. And without any further ado, if you guys have anything else to add, I want to introduce Tammy. So Tammy and I have known each other, I don't know how many years. I don't remember I don't even remember the first time we met was in a health class. Was it?
February 2012.
Oh, you've got it down.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so it's been over 4 years. That's very cool. And Tammy's been a personal trainer for 10 years and has tried a ton of things. And we really hit it off because we had the same interests in health and helping people. And even before I ever started using Beachbody stuff, I was a health coach and really passionate about helping other people with nutrition. And so I did some health classes and I did one at our gym. And we've always just stayed in touch since then. And so when I started being more outspoken with Beachbody stuff, she had asked me about it. And I'll never forget some of the questions she asked. And everyone, because I was the same way, you guys. I was very skeptical in the beginning. And I knew that, and Tammy will even tell you herself, that she told me, like, Jessica, I'm doing this really because I want to learn from you. I don't really know about the products, kind of a thing, which I totally get. Like, I totally understand. And it's just been so amazing to watch her be super successful with her own goals, but also with her clients. And as a coach, integrating it with her personal training, it's just, I mean, she's an expert in this area. And so for me, it's been really cool for me to learn from her and to have her voice in this, because this industry she's been in for so many years and she's seen a ton of stuff and she's got very high standards. So Tammy, if you wouldn't mind, you just share a little bit with us about your story and whatever you want to share about your success and your experience and what your thoughts are and all of that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for letting me talk. I want to explain a little bit about why I committed to fitness in the first place for myself. I had suffered from depression from an early childhood. So I can remember at 6, 7 years old feeling depression, not understanding what it was. So those were some of my earliest memories with depression. And of course, when I hit puberty, it just snowballed into a dark place for me. And again, as a child, I didn't understand or know that other kids didn't feel this way. So my depression was really severe. I didn't realize it was severe. I didn't know what was going on with me. And so I just proceeded through life. I met my husband and had my third child, and postpartum could not come out. I couldn't come out of the depression. It was strong. It was on me. It was every day. Some very bizarre thoughts went through my head, and it was just scary. I knew that I believed in Jesus, and I was like, where's the joy, Lord? Where's the joy? And I just felt like it was unrealistic to even find joy. And at that point, I started my fitness dedication to myself. I said, if I work out a little bit every day, I would feel that fog and that depression lift up off of me, and it would stay gone as long as I was consistent with my exercise. So that's personally why I dedicated myself to no longer going, phases of time without exercising or not taking it seriously. So I started to commit, and I made this commitment to myself, and I said, I'm going to exercise every day regardless. I started looking at eating right and nutrition. Of course, they come hand in hand. And with this depression, but yet moving into exercise, I still had a pretty big doubter mentality. Like, I was a doubter. I doubted, that there was, I don't know, I doubted things. I don't know how to explain that other than I saw every glass half empty. That looked half empty to me. I'm a realist. I would tell people I'm a realist. I would always explore every angle. Let's look at this from this angle, or let's look at that from this angle. And look at the dark points in this point too. Don't always just look at the good points. And so I was very much a doubter. I spent a lot of years being a doubter. Even as I got into fitness and into exercise, I started progressing with my workouts and lifting heavier and heavier weights. I felt like I couldn't, you can just, kind of calm down and do little workouts. You needed to do bigger and bigger workouts as I got stronger. And after about 10 years of that, I started to become very fatigued. I was over exercising. I thought I was eating healthy, and I was eating healthy by some people's standards. I was eating clean. I had met Jessica in the process, and she talked to me a lot about clean eating, and I took a lot of her advice very seriously. So I was clean eating good. I was lifting a lot. I was over exercising a lot. And I had a couple setbacks. My back or my neck would go out, or my hip would hurt for 3 months. And I'd think, well, just push through that. You have to exercise. And so I had a couple hiccups, and during this time would research protein powders, and people would ask me to, check out this or that, or what I thought of different protein powders. Being at a gym, you get like, should I buy a supplement questions a lot. And I had gotten that mentality of doubterness. I had taken plenty of protein powders and researched what I thought or what I felt like was a clean source of protein. And so I just knew enough about protein powders, asked a lot of doctors, chiropractors, different questions about protein powders. So I had researched what I thought was enough about protein. I'm done looking at that. Like, nobody really needs a protein, just eat well. And I had that mentality. I was pretty skeptical about advising people to spend their money that way. Even though up until I met Jessica and I got started on Beachbody again, I was taking a green, shake that had protein in it, and it was very expensive and high end. I paid $81 for 16 servings of this protein powder. So it was expensive, and I thought, well, it's high quality. I didn't see any difference with it. I didn't feel stronger or make progress in my weight training gains or anything. So all of that being kind of background on who I was and how I behaved in the fitness industry. I had people paying me $500 to personally train them, and I would get 1 hour with them twice a week. And I would think, how am I going to take everything that I want to put into this person's head and make them work out in 2 hours a week? And it just never worked. So I was discouraged with that, and I started feeling like, I started use Facebook as one of those things like, I'll just kind of look at what other people are doing. What are my cousin's kids doing this week? What is people I don't see very regularly, what are they up to? That's interesting. I never really commented or posted or did anything on Facebook. I just kind of used it as a stalking device, to be totally honest. I was stalking Jessica on Facebook very regularly. I read everything she posted in detail, sometimes went back over it and thought, what was she talking about? And after seeing her do that for about 4 months, I thought, I've got to ask her, what is it she's talking about? I didn't even really understand what she was talking about. I had decided, like, I'll private message her, and we ended up talking on the phone, and I told her, like, she told you guys, like, I don't care about products. I don't care about shakes, and I don't care about protein. I kind of already know about protein. I just want to learn from you, and I want to know what you know, and I want to be as encouraging as you are. One thing that drew me to Jessica is that she has a very bright outlook. And again, my background, I wanted that. I wanted to believe in certain things, and I wanted to stop being a doubter or negative Nancy. My sister would make fun of me and call me negative Nancy. And I was like, okay, I got to stop looking at that glass half empty all the time. So I wanted what Jessica had in her spirit of encouragement, because as a trainer, you need to be able to encourage people. And if I'm, telling people push harder at the gym, but not really believing they could myself, why am I telling that? So those kind of things were what drew me to Jessica, and the reason I even committed to getting started with her after quite a bit of questions. I asked her quite a bit of questions about, what it is that she was doing and why she was doing it this way through this company. She just, persevered and was very encouraging through my doubting. And so I just decided, I'm going to commit. I want to learn from Jessica. I wanted to learn from Jessica 4 years ago. I wanted to know everything she knew. So I thought, I'm going to do this just for her. And I am so grateful So grateful. Other coaches in this company will talk about how this is a gift. Jessica's given me a gift of coaching. She said, here, if you do this and do this well, you will be blessed. And I was like, wow, thank you. That was such a blessing that she gave me. And I'm down 10 pounds myself. I am 4% less in my body fat, which I had not made any improvements in at least 5 years. I had not dropped the body fat percentage in 5 years. And suddenly I did, just drinking the Shakeology, following her advice and Beachbody's advice on meal plans and meal prepping, and organizing myself enough to eat those 2 snacks a day, because I would leave snacks out of my meal. I didn't need snacks. I just needed to get going with my next thing. And I feel like I thought I knew things or knew certain things that I didn't need extra advice on. And that's not true. We can always learn, always be growing. And I want to do that, but I did have a bit of a snippy attitude about certain things that I thought I already knew. And I'm just very grateful for Jessica's gift to me to be a coach. And that's, you know, part of my results have been that my confidence has grown. To put things on Facebook for me was very foreign. To talk publicly like this is very foreign for me. And to believe that I can achieve things is foreign. So for me, within the last less than 3 months, 2.5 months, I have felt a huge transformation in my mind, more so than my body, more so than, you know, losing that 4% body fat was an accomplishment, and I was proud of that, and I liked the results. But I have loved that if I need to reach out to our little group, our closed group is so important to me. And I feel like I want to see what every day I'm looking on Facebook going, what did our health group challenge put in there? I want to know, what did the health patriots say today? I want to know what you guys are talking about. That has been one of the prized possessions in this Beachbody thing. I love that. I'm like, when I sell Beachbody, I'm like, you guys need this accountability group. You need it. We all need it. I need it. Mm-hmm. I want to learn from what someone else's struggle is, because that's real life. And so anyways, those were all the blessings and all the excitement that came to me. So I just started talking to people. I guilted my dad and my sister at first. I said, you guys need to support me in this because you love me. You have to support me. I didn't give them a lot of details. I just said, you have to do this because I'm asking you. And they both did, because they love me. And I'm grateful for them. But they were the first 2 people I signed up. And then from there, it just started pouring out of me. Today, I teach group exercise. So today I was standing up in class, and like 3 of the girls just started talking about how great I look, and they can see it in me. These are girls I've been working out with for years. They knew what my body looked like, and they were really encouraging me. And I was grateful, but you know, lots of snickering going on in our class about, it's that Shakeology, it's the Shakeology. And some girl said, what's Shakeology? I hadn't heard yet. And then 2 of the girls went right to her. I'm like, oh my gosh, you haven't heard? So everybody at my gym it's snowballing there. The owner of my gym has come to me and said, what are you doing with this? I need to join up in it. And I'm like, of course, I'll help you. So there's a ton of people at my gym, which is a nice platform to have, to get me started. And I believe that that's how I became Diamond, is the people that I know, just reaching out to them, sharing what I'm sharing with you guys, that it works and that I've seen great results. And that's, you know, something that they can do too. They can get the results that they want. And I encourage people to use it as a business opportunity. At first, you're going to get a lot of resistance from people like, I don't need to do that, or I don't even have time for that. And I encourage them, start slow. Say, get your Shakeology paid for you. If you can find 3 people, you can do this. And at that point, if you want to leave it alone, at least you're in the program for free. That's the way I encourage them. Like, don't you want to be in this program for the rest of your life? I have quite a few coaches on my team who are like, yeah, I want to be in this for the rest of my life. So that's something that I do to encourage people. And I've stepped up my game big time on Facebook, and that has drawn in for me 4 leads. People I would have never reached. 2 of those people, I didn't know them. I didn't know them at all. So they reached out to me and was like, are you a trainer? What are you doing? And I explained the program. So That's Facebook is key, posting and coming out of your comfort zone with certain things. I want to give you guys a couple pointers if you want to take this as a business opportunity, not because you have to do it that way. It's just a awesome opportunity. If you stay home with your children and you're blessed to do that, awesome. But you'll have that hour and a half, 2 hours a day to do this program and work it a little bit. I highly recommend that you kind of, like I did, stop doubting, start believing that good things can come from helping other people. The way that it holds me the most accountable is that I have other people asking me questions or looking at me all the time and saying, what do you do? And why are you doing that? And I feel like for anybody in any place in their journey, if they had a couple people looking at them, like, how are you going to meet your next goal? Or what are you going to do? How are you going to live your life? And they're constantly getting these people looking at them, then they're going to have to live that life. And that's like awesome. Like, what a gift to have your clients be your accountability. I love that. I'm like, yeah, I need accountability. I stumble and I fall, and I fear that I might fall into depression. That's been a fear of mine because I know how dark it is. And then I go, no, I don't have to fear that anymore because I have all these people looking at me saying, are you living a happy, healthy life? And happy in my mind and well in my emotions, and all of that matters. So I just think, okay, I have to do this so that I can do the coaching well. There are ways on YouTube and Coaching University that Elizabeth does to learn about the coaching and how to become a successful coach. I highly recommend. It takes a little bit of time each day, like a half an hour, to learn just a little bit about coaching. And each day since I've started, I've spent a half an hour to 2 hours learning about this program. That is something that you can do in small bits. I mean, if you can only do a half an hour a day, only do a half an hour a day to learn about the opportunity to grow and become a coach, because that part of it excites me just as much as the shakeology and just as much as the results. I say participate in our Facebook accountability group, the Health Patriot Challenge. Definitely participate in that a little bit more. The other day I just threw on a question. You don't have to put a picture. You don't have to have great stories to tell. You could just ask a question in that group, and that's you participating. I think that if we participate in that accountability group, the more you participate, the more you get from it. And it's just awesome. I love that part of it. And with coaching, it's honestly just, and I tell people, this is all from my heart. Like, I want to help you see the results. I had mentioned I have clients paying me $500 to meet with them for 2 hours once a week for 5 weeks. And we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere in the gym with a lot of people because there isn't enough support. And this is, to me, that missing link to actually reach people at an intimate level. And that's just something that I'm learning. I want to dream bigger and have daydreams. Some of my daydreams I've talked to Jessica about. Some I'm like, I had a new one today. One day I want to own my own spa. I do facials. So I'm like, I want to own my own spa and have my own little resort spa type thing one day. It's going to be mine. And I could go in there and have a service, or I could work in there and do services. What a daydream. Okay, I'm going to dream about that and believe that one day it's going to happen for me. And this is a very different mindset. This person that's talking to you now is a very different mindset than 2.5 months ago. Honestly, I was just plugging away at my life, fatigued and tired, doing what I thought I needed to do. So I just want to encourage you guys that you can dream big, work out a little bit every day, get comfortable private messaging people on Facebook. That's another good tip. And these are just things I've learned. And I'm learning to get out of my own way and get it out of my comfort zone a little bit. So those things, even if it doesn't feel that comfortable to start a conversation with somebody you don't know that well, okay, well, just get to know them a little bit through private messaging. Some people won't respond to you, but others will. So anyways, those are my tips on how to become a new coach and how to consider this a business opportunity for yourself, as well as a rest of your life commitment to wellness. And that's it. If you have questions or concerns or comments, I'd love to answer questions or let Jessica start talking again or whatever.
That was amazing. let me unmute. I muted everybody's audio because there's some background noise, and I wanted her to come through clear. Do you guys have any questions at all or comments for Tammy and her experience? And if not, I'm going to be posting this on the recording because I know there's quite a few people I know who would absolutely love this. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. What you just shared, Tammy, was so powerful for everyone because I love your story. Shared with people. I'm gonna go ahead and do this again real quick. And it's been so amazing for me to watch you as a coach because literally, you guys, I don't know if you've realized, but Tammy has grown her coaching business and achieved diamond faster than probably 85 to 90% of coaches in Beachbody company. That's a big deal. That's so exciting. And this is what I love. It's your enthusiasm. And this is what made my team grow in the beginning was I was just so excited myself. Like I was super excited at the point in my journey when I started. I was 3 months postpartum, really discouraged and disillusioned about losing baby weight and getting in shape again. And I had just found out I had a severely, oh my gosh, what's the word? Degenerative disc in my lower back. I couldn't bend over to put my son down. Like it was not much pain. And so I was just excited and determined to get healthy and fit again. And I love that that's been your passion is you're just so excited about this. And that's why so many people have been able to benefit from your coaching and your journey. We don't know everything. Like I know there's questions that you asked me that I have to go research because we're both still new at this. We're still within the first few months of coaching. I've been doing this now for almost 7 months and I'm still learning, but I think that's what's cool is that it really comes down to our heart is to help people. And in doing that, we'll figure it out, as we go. And that's what's the most important part. And, all the other business stuff that comes with being an entrepreneur and owning a business will come, and we're learning that as we go, and we'll make mistakes, and that's okay. Because it comes down to, us being healthy. And I love what you mentioned about the mindset and how that for you've seen such a huge shift, because that's been huge for me too. I've had amazing results, after having my baby and everything, but I think beyond that I would say the same thing for myself, has been the mind shift and realizing how huge that is. You literally cannot have a physical transformation and get to where you want to be without a mental shift and without believing that it's possible. And I can't remember what training it was because they all kind of blend together, but I really like, I learned at one point that you have to mentally get to your goal, like feel like in your head you achieved it already before you even get there. And that is the key to getting there faster. And so with these programs and with weight loss and body transformations, whether it's losing weight or building muscle or whatever it is, in your mind, you have to already love yourself where you're at and enjoy the journey and where you're going. Feel like that's already happened. Like, yeah, I know I'm going to get there. It's just, it's going to take some time, but it's not a question if I'm going to get there. It's when I get there, I'm already loving it. And so before this call, Tammy and I were talking about business a little bit, and I wanted to share the analogy that we talked about because it had just come to me when we were talking, and I really loved it. So in weight loss or your health journey, whatever it is, and in business, there's obviously there are two different areas, but there's the same mindset that you have to be successful. And you have to, so like for our business, for any business, any entrepreneur, any business owner, if you are scared of failing and that's your motive, that's what drives you is, oh, I hope I don't mess up every day. I hope I don't mess up. I don't know enough. I don't know if I can learn enough. I hope that these people don't say no to me when I approach them. I hope that I hope that I hit my goals. I don't know if I will. I'm scared that I won't. So you kind of see where I'm going with that mindset, which we all have. If that's our only mindset and we stick in that place, we will never be successful, ever. It's like 100% guaranteed that you'll never be successful like that. You'll at least never get to your goals of really thriving.
Right.
It's the same exact thing with our health and with our health and fitness goals or our weight loss goals, whatever it is for you. If you're constantly thinking, oh my gosh, what if I don't lose weight this week? Or what if I don't lose inches this week? Or what if I don't break through this plateau? Or what if this new program doesn't work? What if my exercise doesn't work? What if, and you're thinking of the negative and what you're fearful of, you will never be successful. And it's such an epiphany. I remember when I learned that for myself, it was such a huge mental breakthrough because we all do that. And so many people do that. And they're the dieter, like the yo-yo dieters, we all have tried all these different diets, and the paleo diet and the ketogenic diet and then the high carb diet and then the fat free diet. And there's all these different things. And we think it's the key, but we're never really happy doing it. And we never change our mindset, and we're never successful ever. And that's why. So I just wanted to challenge you all. And since Tammy and I talked about it earlier, I wanted to share it with you guys. Where is your mindset? Are you living in fear of failing and saying, I hope I don't do this? Or is your mind so excited about your results that not only you're experiencing, but where you're getting, that it's just kind of on autopilot and you're enjoying the journey? And that's where you need to be successful. And if you're having a hard time with that, that's totally okay. Feel free to contact either Tammy or I or Christy or any of whoever your coach is, and be honest, hey, I'm really struggling with this. I need you to help me through it, because we've all been there. And it's such a powerful place to be. And we all want for you guys so badly to be super successful in whatever goal that you have, whether it's to become a bodybuilder or it's to be able to run around with your kids at 80 years old. No matter what it is, we want to help you get there. And that's our job. Literally, that's our job now. That's what Beachbody pays us to do, which is so cool that our challengers don't have to pay us anything. They pay for the product and the workout, and the company pays us. And I think that's the most amazing setup ever, because I know as a health coach, Tammy, I don't know if you struggled with this as a trainer, but as a health coach before, I really struggled with charging people. Not because I didn't value my time, because I knew that was really valuable, but because I felt bad, because I loved what I did. And it was this weird struggle. And anyways, so going backwards, totally got on a tangent. But the mental game of this, you guys, is 95% of it. Mm-hmm. And so start thinking to yourself, where are you at right now, and where are you going? And if you are attracting the things that you think about, are you attracting failure, or are you attracting success into your life? Okay. Tammy, did you want to add anything else? Anybody have any questions? If not, let me see what time it is. If not, I think I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, I wanted to show you. So Tammy, you don't even know this yet. So I'm going to show you guys my new sweatshirt that I just had custom made. Tammy, because you just hit Diamond Coach, you're going to be receiving one of these in the mail. And I'm super excited about them. So I don't know how well you guys can see them. But it says Team Health Patriots. And this is my new motto is faith, family, fitness, and freedom. It's kind of what I'm fighting for, what I want our team to be fighting for. It's got an American flag on the sleeve. And on this sleeve, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Coach. Yeah. This is our new Diamond Coach motivation.
Awesome.
So you'll be getting one in the mail. I just emailed the lady, so hopefully in the next week or so. But
thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. It hit home for me, and I'm sure it's going to be really powerful for a lot of people.
Okay.
Very cool. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for being on the call tonight. Let me make sure and unmute you in case you guys have anything to say. Everybody good? Anything else to say? We're good? Okay. Keep going strong, you guys. Thanks so much for being on the call. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.